Yes, hi to all. Today we are going to discuss the new topic orthographic projections. Means orthographic projections. Graphic projections. So, in orthographic projection, it is a method of drawing two or more views of an object. So, the word ortho means perpendicular. So, here ortho means perpendicular, and in these projections, the projectors are perpendicular to the projection plane and parallel to each other. Here, the projectors are nothing but the rays which we are observing from the point of sight of an object. So, what is the principle of projections? See, the shadow or an image of an object obtained on a piece of paper is known as projection. See, for example, if we are observing the pen, see here on the below the pen we are able to observe the shadow of the pen while some light is exposed on that, and we are observing the pen under that light. So here we can able to see the shadow of the pen. So here the shadow of the pen is known as projection, and here the pen is object, and the rays which have observed from the sight of eye are projectors. Okay. So the lines from the object to the plane are called projectors or projection lines. See here, to form the image, some invisible rays are intersecting the object and the paper which is below the pen from the point of sight. Point of sight means the position where we are observing the pen. So that rays are known as projectors or projection lines, which are parallel to each other and perpendicular to the plane of projection. Means here the rays are perpendicular to the paper and parallel to each other from each and every point of the object. Okay. Next, a projection is defined as a representation of an object on a two-dimensional plane. See here, in orthographic projections means we are transferring the image of an object in perpendicular direction to the plane of projection. Plane of projection or principal planes both are same on where we are projecting the image of the particular object. Okay, here this is in this paper we can observe only two dimensions, either height of the paper or length of the paper, right? So like that, an orthographic projection is a two-dimensional view. So for projecting or for the projections we need some particular objects. One is the object and the second one is the point of sight, means the position of an observer. Means for example, if we are observing the pen, here we are the observers, and the position from where we are seeing the pen is the position of observer or the point of sight. And next, plane of projection. See the image of the pen is projected on the paper. Here the paper is known as plane of projection. And the rays of sight, so here the rays of sight are invisible, but the rays of sight which we can draw in the drawings are imaginary rays. See, we can't see the light rays, right? But we can see all the intersection points of light rays and the plane of projection which forms the image or the shadow of the pen. So those are the rays of sight. So as we have discussed that ortho means 90 and orthographic projections means a right angled drawings when the projectors are perpendicular to the plane on which the projection is obtained is known as orthographic projections. See here in this figure, this is a three-dimensional object where we can see the length and height and width of the object, and see Here for example, assume that it is the position of observer or point of sight, which we have discussed earlier. So this is the position of the observer. From this position the observer is observing the image or observing the object to generate the projection on the plane. Here this is the plane which is parallel to the length and height, means in the vertical direction. That plane is known as principal plane or plane of projection, and the rays which are transferring the image onto the vertical plane is known as projectors, which are perpendicular to the plane. See, these lines are perpendicular to this plane and the lines are parallel to each other. So here the projectors or the imaginary lines which are perpendicular to the plane of projection and parallel to each other. Okay, so here according to our syllabus we have projections of plane, projections of points, projections of lines, and projections of planes, and projections of solids. See here, projections of points, projections of lines, projections of planes, projections of solids, means we are going to draw the different views which are orthographic views, means which are perpendicular to the plane of projection. And here in these orthographic views we are going to draw the projections for dimensionless objects, single dimension objects, two-dimensional objects, and three-dimensional objects. Let us see what are the dimensionless single 1D, 2D and 3D objects. See here, the point is dimensionless object. Why? Because see here, this is point, means it is a dot. We can make a dot at any point on the space, but we can't give the dimension for these dots. So here the dot is dimensionless object for which we can give the positions but not the dimensions. Here we can say that the point is located at 20 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP, right? So like that. And next, line. So line is a one-dimensional object in which we can define in horizontal direction or in vertical direction, which having two endpoints. Or line is also defined as the distance between the 2 points in a plane or space. See, for example, this is one point and this is second point. The distance formed by joining these 2 points is known as line. And plane. So plane is a two-dimensional object which having length and width or length and height according to the position of the plane. Next, solid. So solid is a three-dimensional object in which we can see all the 3 dimensions in 3 directions: x, y, z, length, height and width or thickness. Next, plane of projection. Plane of projection. The two planes employed for the purpose of projections are called reference planes. See here, there are the two rectangular planes which are assembled or which are joined perpendicular to each other. Nothing but these two are the reference planes which are used for the projections. These reference planes are also known as principal planes. Reference planes or principal planes of projections. So they are intersected each other at right angles, as I said just now. So these two planes are intersected with each other at right angles. And here the rectangle which we can see vertical is known as vertical plane, and this horizontal one is known as horizontal plane. So this vertical plane are also known as frontal plane and denoted by the letter FP. So generally other than FP we will always use to represent the plane with VP, vertical plane, and the other plane is horizontal plane of projection, also known as HP. And the intersection of these two lines and the line on which they are intersected is termed as a reference line. See, here this is a vertical plane and this is a horizontal plane, and this line is the intersection of two planes, which is known as reference line XY. So reference line XY. And here there are 4 quadrants, quadrant 1 and 2 and 3, and this is the 4. See here, if we place the object in between these two planes on the space like this, so if this is the object which is placed in the first quadrant and this is the position of observer, so always the position of the observer is constant, but the object moves from first quadrant to second quadrant and second quadrant to third quadrant and third to fourth according to the given conditions. Okay, so while observing from the point of sight here, so if this is the position of the observer and he is observing the object from this point, so here or here, the position will be constant and the position of observing should be perpendicular to the object. Next, so if to identify the location of the object, as we define like this, the object is above the horizontal plane and in front of vertical plane. See here, in front of vertical plane and above the horizontal plane. So this is the condition for the object in first quadrant. If the object in the second quadrant and the position of the observer is constant, we'll define like this. The object in the second quadrant is above the horizontal plane and behind the vertical plane. Why behind the vertical plane means, see here, in the first quadrant observer is constant and plane of projection is constant, but here we are including the object. See, the object lies between observer and the object lies between observer and plane of projection. In the second quadrant, the plane of projection lies between the observer and object. If the object is placed in the third quadrant, here the position of the observer is constant, means from this place or from this point he is going to observe the object which is in the third quadrant, and the condition is defined, the object is below HP and behind VP. See here, in third quadrant also the vertical plane or the plane of projection lies between the observer and object, but here the object is placed below the horizontal plane and behind the vertical plane. And if the object is in fourth quadrant, it will be explained like this. The object is below HP and in front of VP. Okay. Next, after projecting, see how to draw the projections. See, for example, if the observer is observing the object from this position, so the rays after the rays or the rays of visual vision passing from the observer to the object and projecting the points of the object onto the plane of projection. So this is the plane of projection, and here we are going to obtain an image of this front face. So here the observer is observing the front side of the object. So the image projected on the plane is front view. Next, if the assume that the observer is observing the object from the above direction, means from the top of the object he is observing the object, then the rays intersect the object and projected on the horizontal plane. If we join all these intersection points of projectors and the points on the plane, we get the image which is known as top view. See, this indicates that in the orthographic projection always the front view projects on the vertical plane and top view projects on the horizontal plane. Okay, after projecting the object in different views, to get all the views in a single diagram, we have to rotate this horizontal plane in a clockwise direction for 90 degrees. If we rotate this in 90 degrees, this HP will come below the VP. Means after rotating, the planes will be like this. So this is vertical plane and this is a horizontal plane, and this line is XY line, reference line, and here of the images which we are obtained is front view and here top view. So along with this plane the image also rotates. So these are all assumptions, but the diagrams are real. So after projecting or after assuming that we are projecting the image of the object on the particular plane, the image or the view which is obtained on the plane is known as either front view or top view or side view. So this is the introduction. So in the next class we are going to solve the problems on points, means projections of points. As I said that points is a dimensionless quantity, but we can define the position of the point, not the dimensions. So let us discuss in the next class.